Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys enjoyed our last video where we were working on asanas that can help to stimulate your Ajna chakra. The focus in this video will be on asanas that can help to stimulate the Sahasrāra chakra, also known as your 7th chakra or the crown chakra. The crown chakra represents the most purified and evolved level of energy within the human energy system, and it is also known as the center of spirituality, where we receive and experience our wisdom and enlightenment. It also affects your nervous system, your muscular system, the skin, as well as the skeletal structure. It's also often called the seat of human consciousness because on its most subtle level, it really stimulates a development towards, I would say, a universal consciousness. So throughout the class, really try and bring a connection to feeling the energy from this chakra, really nurturing and feeding your entire being. Again, it is that chakra where we, like I said, receive and experience our inner wisdom, receive and experience our enlightenment. So really try bring awareness into allowing the energy from this chakra to feed and to nurture your entire being. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you do, please remember to like and leave your comments in the comment section, as well as subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications to get any notifications about any new videos that may be posted. Enjoy the class, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you. So let's start down in a seated position. You can sit in your easy seat with your legs comfortably crossed. If you can, or it is accessible to you, come into a lotus pose and see if that's comfortable for you to sit in. Good. Again, you can pop a block underneath your buttocks if you need to, anything that makes you feel comfortable. Let's settle in. Finding your easy seat, you can come into any mudra of your choice, bringing the thumb and index to touch if you'd like, or you can come into yoni mudra, whatever feels good. Allow your eyes to close for a moment and begin to bring awareness into your body from head to toe and then from toe to head. And as we become aware of the body, we allow ourselves to release any tension we may be holding onto. And we invite ourselves to sit into the present moment. Take this time to connect to your physical body. Just taking note of the movement of energy in your body. Taking note of the flow of your breath. Invite yourself to be at ease. Invite yourself to let go of any thoughts that may arise. And taking the time to clear the mind. Bring awareness to your breath now. Feel the movement of the breath in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Following the natural pattern of your breath. And as you follow your breath, begin to bring awareness to the crown of your head, right at the top of the head. the awareness to that center. Take a moment to connect to all 7 of your energy centers, starting with Muladhara at the base, your root chakra, and then moving up into your Svadhisthana chakra, just below the navel in the pelvic area, and then moving into your Manipura, located at the navel region, and then coming up into the heart center, your Anahata chakra, then moving into the throat, coming into Vishuddhi. We then bring awareness to the center of the eyebrows, your Ajna, and then all the way to the crown of your head, the Sahasrāra chakra. Feeling these 7 energy centers, connecting to the earth beneath you, into the sky above you, knowing that you are connected as above and so below. And as we work into our Sahasrāra chakra, working on stimulating this chakra, throughout this class, bringing awareness to the top of your head, the crown. I invite you now to set your sankalpa, setting an intent for your practice. Repeat your intent 3 times mentally to yourself. And we'll begin the class by chanting 3 Oms. Bring the palms of your hands to touch at the heart center in your Namaste Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Taking a moment to feel the vibrations of your Om sound traveling through your body. When you are ready, bring your chin down towards your chest, extending through the back of your neck. Gently rub the palms of your hands together, generating a little bit of heat in the palms of your hands. And once you've generated enough heat, gently cup them over your closed eyelids, allowing the heat to slowly dissipate behind the eyes. And as we work into our Sahasrāra chakra, again bringing awareness to connecting to that inner guidance, your inner wisdom. Our Sahasrāra chakra is where we receive and experience our wisdom and our enlightenment. You can softly blink your eyes open, spread your fingers down the face, palms to touch, Namaskaram. If you are in lotus pose, you can change your legs over, and if you are in easy seat, change the legs as well, just bringing the other leg to the front. I'm going to start with a simple fold forward. You're going to lengthen up through your arms, breathing in, and as you exhale, gently reach forward and down, stretching the arms out to the side. Tuck your chin in, try and bring the top of your head down to the floor.
When you're ready, interlock your fingers behind you and lengthen your arms up to the ceiling. Taking a moment here to breathe. And again to draw that awareness to the crown of your head. You can gently release your arms, place the hands into the floor, gently on inhale, lifting the body. Good. You can take a gentle twist, take your right hand over your left knee, left fingertips moving back, a nice small twist, very gentle, gazing towards your left shoulder. And you're going to inhale to look forward and exhale to release to the front. Let's twist to the other side. Left hand moves over your right knee, right fingertips back, and gently twisting, gazing towards your right shoulder. And inhale to look forward and exhale to release the twist. You can release your legs if you are in lotus, and if you're in easy seat, releasing the legs as well. Bring the feet to touch, coming into your butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana, and walking the buttocks as close as you can to your heels, lengthening up through your spine. Take a deep breath in as you interlace your fingers, and then on exhale, gently folding forward and down, going as far as is comfortable for you. Allow your hips to relax, allow the body to relax, and simply enjoy the fold forward. Let go of the tension in your hips, let go of the tension in your lower back. Release the tension in your shoulders. Release the tension in your neck. And invite yourself to sit comfortably into the posture. And allow yourself to be exactly where you are without any judgment. You can gently release on inhale as you gently bring your body up, bringing your knees together, give them a gentle squeeze, and gently rock them side to side. Swing your legs out to your left, come into your tabletop, into all fours, bringing your knees underneath your hips, your wrists in line with the shoulders, fingertips are spread wide that the thumbs are pointing towards each other, forefingers pointing forward. You'll tuck your toes, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, your down dog, lifting your knees, bringing your chest toward the thighs, lengthening up through the spine. Keep your knees bent for now. And feel your tailbone and sit bones reaching up to the ceiling. So you're reaching upwards through the tailbone and sit bones. And when you are ready, begin to slowly lengthen your legs. Keep the heels off the floor for now, rising up onto the balls of your feet. Feel the spine really stretching through, crown of the head reaching toward the floor. The back of your legs are open. Feel the quadriceps rotating slightly inwards. And on exhale, soften your heels down toward the floor. Try to keep the length in your legs. Again, if this isn't accessible, you're more than welcome to keep your knees slightly bent. If it is, keeping the legs nice and long, pushing the hips back and up. Press the floor away from you with your hands. Really feel the openness through your spine. Again, chest moving toward the thighs and thighs moving away from your chest. To open up that back angle of the knees. And on inhale, gently look towards the thumbs. You'll walk your feet as close as you can towards your hands. Try to keep your legs straight. Coming into a forward fold, Uttanasana, gently folding forward and down. Again, if your hamstrings are feeling extremely tight here, bend your knees slightly, bringing the chest to your thighs, keeping the hands to the floor if you can. If your hands aren't touching the floor, pop a block underneath your hands, holding on to your block. I'm going to hold the forward fold for about 5 breaths. Ready, try and relax. Let the head gently hang, body gently hang. Activate through your legs, root down through your feet. And to release, slide your hands into your shins, lengthen out your spine, bringing the shoulders in line with your hips. A nice long spine there. You can stretch your arms forward, breathe in, and gently come up to standing, drawing the navel in. On exhale, release your arms to the side of your body. Roll the shoulders into your ears, send them back and send them down and out your ears. Good. We're going to come into our standing back bend, very light back bend, Anuvitasana. Keeping your feet hip-width distance apart. Draw the navel in, feel the activity through your legs, feel the activity or your core nice and active. Draw the shoulder blades together, lifting your heart. Good. You're going to bring the palms of your hands to touch at the heart center, keeping your glutes engaged, your legs engaged, core engaged. You'll take a deep breath in, lift your arms, bring the thumbs towards the eyebrow center, and then when you're ready, open up your sternum toward the ceiling, taking a small back bend, not too deep. Holding your back bend for 4. Keep the breath flowing, 3. Relax, 2. And 1. On your breath in, gently recover your body. Bring your hands back to the heart center and gently release your arm. Step your left leg back and gently turn to face towards the front with your legs nice and wide. The toes are slightly turned in. You're going to extend your arms out, breathing in. As you breathe out, folding from your hips, bring your hands onto your hips, hold at the halfway mark. Shoulders in line with your hips, the spine is nice and long. If you can, bring your hands right down to the floor, bring them down. If you can't and that's not accessible for you, take a block and use a block underneath your hands at any height. Good. Keeping the hands down into the floor. Keep your left hand down. Open up your right arm up to the ceiling. Taking a twist, gaze up to your right hand thumb. Releasing your spine. And then exhale to release that arm. And you're going to gently fold forward. We're going to work into your Muddanasana, your crown-based pose. Try to bring the top of your head down to the floor if you can. If this isn't accessible for you, that's okay. Simply hold your forward fold, your wide-legged forward fold. If the pose is accessible to you, top of your head reaches down toward the floor in between your hands. You're going to release your arms up to, interlace your fingers behind you, release the arms up to the ceiling. And if you can, this is quite a challenging pose. See if you can gently shift your weight slightly forward and lift your heels off the floor, holding through your balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Softly release your heels down, release the arms down. On inhale, gently come up. Even if you were in your wide-legged forward fold, inhale and come halfway up, holding the pose. Let the body recover, and you can bring your hands back onto your hips and breathe in, come up to standing. Take your right leg, step it towards the left leg, bringing the feet hip-width distance apart. We're going to come into our standing back bend again. Bringing your hands to touch at heart center. Feel the activity through your legs. Feel the core nice and active as well. Take a deep breath in and a deep exhale. On your next breath in, fingertips reach up to the ceiling, thumbs towards the brow center. Open your sternum up to the ceiling, taking a back bend. Holding your back bend for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On inhale, slowly recover, bringing the body back to center, releasing your arms to the side, and softly relax. Step your right leg back again, and then turn to face towards the front. Again, our legs are nice and wide, toes slightly turned in. Breathing in, arms extending. On exhale, folding forward, hands to hips. Hold at the halfway mark, shoulders in line with your hips. Spine is nice and long, core is still active. If you can, stretch your arms, fingertips to the floor. If you can't again, your blocks are underneath your hands. And this time your left arm reaches up to the ceiling, right hand stays down. Take a twist, gaze up to your left hand's thumb. And a gentle release. Let's work into Murdhanasana again. Your crown-based pose. Bring the top of your head down toward the floor. And again, if your crown of the head isn't reaching down toward the floor, you're more than welcome just to hold your wide-legged forward fold. If you can and it's accessible, crown of the head to the floor and interlacing your fingers behind you. Stretch your arms up to the ceiling, shoulder blades to touch. Shift your weight slightly forward and see if you can lift your heels off the floor. This is a challenging pose, so really take it easy. Don't force yourself into the pose. Holding the balance for another 5 and 4. Keep the breath flowing. 3 and 2. Holding the balance. And 1. Softly release your heels. Release your hands. And on inhale, you can gently lift halfway. Let the body recover. Bring your hands to your hips. And inhale to lift all the way up to standing. You can step, heel toe your feet in, and bringing your feet together. Let's work into your Vrikshasana, your tree pose. You're going to turn your right toes out, bringing the heel in line with the arch of your left foot. 3 variations. You can either keep the toes down into the floor, bringing the heel towards your ankle. If you can, you're going to lift that foot, place the sole of your right foot anywhere below your knee joint if you can. If this is accessible to you, you're going to bring that foot up as high as you can above your knee joint, bringing it up towards the pit of your left thigh, allowing that right knee to open up, navel drawn in, lifting out of your supporting hip, rooting down through that supporting leg. Bring the palms of your hands to touch at heart center, holding steady through your balance, focusing on a spot in front of you. And once you've found your balance, on a breath in, gently inhale, lift your arms up to the ceiling. See if you can still maintain that balance, maintain that center. Again, if this isn't accessible for you, any of the other two variations, either the foot is underneath the knee joint onto the shins, or the toes are down into the floor. Anything that feels good for you. When you're ready to release, gently open out your arms, release them to the side, and gently release your foot. Let's work to your left side, turning the left toes out, heel in line with the arch of your right foot. Again, any one of these three variations, either the toes are down into the floor and your heel is towards the ankle, or the sole of the foot is on the shin or calf underneath your knee joint, or if you can, bringing that foot up as high as you can into the pit of into the pit of your right thigh. Okay, and again, you're really lifting up and out through that supporting leg and rooting down through the foot. You're pressing this top foot into the thigh of your supporting leg. Once you think you found your balance, bring the palms of your hands to touch. Your core is active and engaged. Bringing the hands to touch. And once you're comfortable in your balance, the arms start to float up, breathing in, extending the arms up and above your head. Again, if this is accessible for you, you're more than welcome to lift the arms. If it isn't, keep your hands at heart center. We're holding for a few more breaths. Focus on the spot in front of you. Try and maintain that balance. Root down through your supporting leg. Lift out of your supporting hip. Invite the top leg, knee to open out. And to release, open up your arms, release them to the side, and gently release the leg. You can give a gentle shake into your legs. We're going to come down to seated in your Vajrasana pose, your Thunderbolt pose, bringing your big toes to touch, knees together, buttocks to your heels. The spine is nice and long, your tailbone is tucked in and under, navel drawn back and in. We're going to work into your Naman Pranamasana, your prostration pose or rabbit pose. To get into this pose, you're going to bring your hands back, holding onto your heels. You'll start by bringing the forehead down to the floor, resting the forehead onto the floor. Keep your hands onto your heels if you can, and the buttocks connected to the heels. You're going to roll over forward. You're going to roll forward onto the top of your head, lifting your buttocks up toward the ceiling, and sending your upper spine forward towards the head. Almost as if you're tucking your chin in, sending the spine forward. Again, the buttocks lift now off your heels, and you're still holding on to the heels. If your arms aren't long enough to hold on to the heels, you can hold on to your ankles or your calves, whatever feels good for you. We'll hold the pose here for about 5 breaths. And again, the upper spine is moving forward. The top of your head is on the floor. Feel the light pressure in the top of your head. Feel the light stretch in your upper spine. And to release, you'll gently release the buttocks towards the heels, rolling the head all the way onto the floor. So rolling onto your forehead. And then gently releasing your hands to the side, palms turning up. Take a moment here to breathe. And when you're ready, slide your hands next to your knees and gently rolling up through each vertebrae of your spine, coming back into your Vajrasana. Our next pose will be either your headstand or we'll work into your dolphin pose if your headstand isn't accessible to you. So let's start with your dolphin pose. So if headstand isn't very accessible, you're going to come into the dolphin pose. You'll hold onto your elbows, gently leaning forward, bringing the elbows and your shoulders in line, holding onto the elbows just to make sure you have enough room. You can keep your toes tucked under. You're going to stretch your arms forward, making a triangle-like shape with your forearms. Interlock your fingers, pressing the thumbs together. You're going to tuck your toes under, and you're going to push down through your forearms, through the arms, lifting your buttocks up to the ceiling. And you can see that the tailbone is nice and lifted. My head is off the floor. You can either gaze to your thumbs or tucking your chin slightly in, gazing towards your big toes. And you want to walk your feet as close as you can to your face, stretching through the back of your legs, inviting your heels down toward the floor. Again, my head is off the floor and it's relaxed. I'm going to hold here for about 5 breaths. Try and get your heels to reach back and down. It's okay if they aren't. And then you'll gently walk your legs back, bend your knees, and hold. And you can repeat the process. So you want to do that about 4 or 5 times. Again, it's your hands onto the elbows. You'll stretch your arms forward, interlock your fingers, thumbs together, tucking your toes, tailbone to lift up high, head is nice and relaxed, feet towards the face, heels toward the floor, back of the legs are lengthened, spine is nice and long. And when you're ready to come out, bending your knees and releasing through, you can come to a child's pose and gently rolling up. So you want to do about 4 or 5 of your dolphin poses. If your headstand is accessible to you, you can choose which headstand you'd like to do. You can do your supported headstand with the hands to the floor, tripod, or you can do your unsupported headstand. So whatever feels good for you. Let's work into Salamba Sahasrāra, your supported headstand. You're going to bring the hands down to the floor, bring your wrists in line with your knees, and then gently move your body forward, and then bring the crown of the head down toward the floor. Good. So you'll see that your arms are making that nice 90-degree angle there. You'll tuck your toes under. If you can, lift your knees off the floor. If this is as far as you can get, you can just hold here for now. If you'd like to go a little bit further, walk your feet slightly in and gently start to bring your knees anywhere above your elbows, as close as you can towards your armpits. Good. And if you're comfortable here, you can either stay here, or if you want to go further, press down into your hands, bring your knees together, close towards your chest. If you think you can go a little bit further, lift your knees up to the ceiling, keep your heels as close as you can to your buttocks. And if you'd like to take it a step further, lengthen your legs up to the ceiling and holding your headstand. So again, this is one variation of your headstand, and to come out through each stages, bending the knees, and then gently bringing the knees towards your chest, and then knees towards the armpits, toes to the floor, and then gently releasing your knees. And you're going to make your hands into a fist, place them on top of one another, forehead onto your hands, Just letting your body recover. And once your body feels recovered, you can gently come up to seated. The other variation of your headstand is going to be like you're coming into your dolphin, hands onto your elbows, elbows in line with your shoulders. You're going to stretch your arms forward, interlock your fingers, thumbs to touch. You're going to bring the back of your head into the pit of your thumbs, placing the crown of the head down to the floor, and you're going to tuck your toes under. You're going to lift your knees. Good. And you're going to hold here. So this is your first stage. You can go into your second stage, walking your feet as close as you can to your face. And see if you can balance by bringing one foot off. If you can, bring the other foot off into the third stage. And the fourth stage, you can lift your knees up to the ceiling, heels toward the buttocks, knees up, squeeze through your belly. And the last stage, lifting your legs up to the ceiling, coming into your headstand. And we can hold for another 5 to 10 breaths. And again, remember, you don't have to come into your headstand if your headstand isn't accessible to you. You can always do your dolphin or use any supports that you have. And to release, you bend your knees, bring the knees towards your chest, lengthen your legs, walk your feet back, bend your knees, and you're going to bring your hands into a fist and place the forehead onto the fists. And once you feel that your body is recovered, you can gently come up to seated. So you can use any supports that you have, or again, just working into your dolphin pose to really get that strength into your shoulders and to get that feeling of what it's like to hold the headstand. Once you've completed your headstand, we're going to come down into Shavasana for a relaxation. You'll lengthen your legs out towards the corners of each mat. Just make sure that there's enough room behind you to lie down. Check that your body is in one nice straight line, rolling down gently through each vertebra of your spine. Tuck your chin in to lengthen through the back of your neck. Feel your shoulder blades moving towards each other, and then gently soften down. Feel the lower back touching the floor, and let the feet flop out to the side. Let the palms of your hands turn up to the ceiling. Hands are a little bit away from your body. And then begin to allow your eyes to close for a moment as you draw awareness into the body from head to toe and then from toe to head. So just take the time now to simply allow yourself to let go and relax. Release any tension from your body. The only thing to keep aware of here is the flow of your breath. Feel your belly rising as you breathe in, and feel the belly slightly falling as you breathe out. Follow this natural pattern of your breath and invite yourself to completely relax. Keep your eyes closed for the duration of this relaxation, and simply follow the sound of my voice. Become aware of the sounds in the distance. Become aware of the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing operate like a radar beam, searching out distant sounds and following them for a few moments.
Move your attention from sound to sound without attempting to identify the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds just outside this building, and then to sounds inside this building. Now develop your awareness of this room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the four walls, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. See your body lying on the floor. Total awareness of your body lying in perfect stillness. Develop your awareness of all the physical meeting points between your body and the floor. Become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of the deep, natural, spontaneous breath. Do not concentrate, for this will interfere with the natural process. Keep on listening to me and know that you are breathing. Feel the flow of your breath in and out through your lungs. Do not try to change the rhythm of your breath. The breathing is natural, automatic. You are not doing it. There is no effort. Now focus on the movement of your navel area. Concentrate on your navel movements. Your navel is rising and falling slightly with every breath. With each and every breath, it expands and contracts. Go on practicing and be sure that you are aware of your navel movements and the flow of your breath. Now start counting your breath backwards from 27 to 1, like this. 27, navel rising. 27, navel falling. 26, navel rising. 26, navel falling. 25, navel rising. 25, navel falling, and so on. If you lose count, go back to 27. Relax all efforts. Relax all efforts. Becoming aware of the breath, the natural breath. Awareness of the whole body and awareness of breathing. Your body is lying totally relaxed on the floor. You are breathing quietly and slowly. Develop your awareness of your body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Become aware of the floor and your body lying on the floor. Visualize the room around you and become aware of your surroundings. Lie quietly for some time and give yourself time to adjust. Begin to slowly bring awareness back into your physical body. Start to caress your thumb to each fingertip and gently wiggle your toes. Roll your wrists and ankles and let the head release gently from side to side. Stretch your arms above your head. Take a lovely long stretch. Point the feet and flex the feet. Slowly bend your knees and draw them into your chest using your arms. And softly let your body rock side to side. Taking your right hand underneath your head, roll over gently onto your right hand side into a fetal position, placing the left hand on the floor across your heart. Take a moment to come back to your Sankalpa, your intent that you set in the beginning of the class, repeating it 3 times mentally to yourself. And when you're ready, gently come up to seated. Bring the palms of the hands to touch at heart center, giving thanks and feeling gratitude for your practice.
And to close off this class, we'll chant 3 Oms. Take a deep full breath in. And you can bring your chin down to your chest, giving honor to your divine self, which is whole and complete. Sat, Chit, Ananda. I honor the light and life within each of you. May there be peace in your hearts, peace to those around you, and peace to all beings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can softly blink your eyes open, lifting your gaze. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste, and peace be with you.